Hey, good morning, world. You're in the office with Joseph Skoda. In fact, today my office is actually in my backyard. I don't get out here very often, especially during the winter months. December, January, February, March. It's only in the 50s here in March. I'm freezing. It's kind of crazy. And yet I should be more thankful, where I don't have to shovel the snow like I did as a kid. Or I remember having this heavy garage door. My dad would make me open the garage door so I could park the car inside. Now, despite those negative about snow, there was also good times when I learned how to ski, I learned how to snowmobile, and all that other fun stuff. But today I want to talk to you a little bit about something different that's been on my mind a little bit. Have you ever lost a picture, maybe a vase, maybe a t-shirt you bought at a concert, maybe you ripped up, maybe you overworn it too many times, you lost it in the washing machine, you have a special cup or mug from somewhere you've been, and then you lost it, you misplaced it, maybe you broke it? Well, first of all, how do you like my hair? The beautiful Vanessa did my hair today, and it was great. And often when she colors my hair, cuts my hair, almost any time. We might have a little drink, a margarita on the side or something. Well, today we did. We had a couple margaritas, and we're drinking, we're having a good time. And she's going around, cutting my mug and trying to make me look handsome once again. Boom! Smack! Psh! We lost a margarita. The glass broke on the ground. Everything fell all over the place. And sure, it was heartbroken that we lost some good tequila. But I was heartbroken for a second, maybe a couple minutes actually, of this glass that broke. This glass that broke, it was actually a wine glass, said Galaxy Theaters. Now, what was so unique about this Galaxy Theaters was this is a place I used to take Vanessa to on a regular basis in Atascadero, California. Probably about 45 minutes north of where I live now. And this theater, they had reclining seats. They had a bar inside and outside the theater. And our mugs, we often would get a bottle of wine or a drink of our favorite adult beverage and sit down with a large popcorn and have a great time. Well, somehow we ended up with a couple of these wine glasses over time. I don't recall how we got them, but anyways, they brought back some good memories. Because those were times when we get away from the family who was out of town and we could just sit back with our wine or whatever and our large popcorn. We always have to get a large popcorn and sit back. It didn't matter what movie we were watching because we were always going to have a good time. Just being together and the journey, getting to where we were going. And usually we had a good dinner before or after. And we watched the movie, we'd sit there and we would just enjoy it. It didn't matter who was around us or what time of day or night. But I broke this glass, or she broke this glass, and for a second, like, oh, darn, the memories. And she brought to my attention something that we all know, but we often forget about. It's not the t-shirt, it's not the glass or mug, it's the memories. It's the special time we had together. Sure, that was just a movie theater, but it was one with the bar inside. We don't see a lot of those. I mean, they're around, of course. There are some theaters where you have pizza there and watch the movie, and those are great things. But are we so focused on that t-shirt and that class that we forget about the time we spent with each other? With whoever we were with, the relationship at the time, the connection? And we're more worried about the connection today than ever before because of this pandemic we're in. You know, we were locked in, but we're not necessarily locked down. Sure, businesses were closed for a long time, but we understand that. Theaters are still closed in most states, and restaurants, minimum, all of those things. But even though we were tied up for a while and locked away, we slowly came out. And then once we realized that we weren't locked down, we go back to appreciating those good moments and times together once again. Now, I have a whole wardrobe of military clothing. I've had. I have a hat from every base, every squadron I've ever been stationed with, including the Philippines, Okinawa, Saudi Arabia, all around the world. And I collect them. I have them in a box. I say, someday I'm going to hang them up on my I Love Me wall. You know what I'm talking about, the I Love Me wall. I did this. I've been there. This was exciting time. All of our memories on a wall. But our memories could be here. Our memories could be here. And if you're doing it right, your significant other will remember those memories maybe even better than you do. And that's why I fall sometimes, because often we're always thinking about the negative memories and not the positive ones. Why can we remember when we broke a leg, had a broken heart, we got in a car accident, maybe even a demotion at work, and not remember that we got the job to begin with, that we fell in love, that we driven some nice cars, that we paid off a house, a car, a bicycle, whatever it is? Why don't we focus on those good things? Why do we continuously focus on what went wrong? And let me tell you a secret. Sometimes things that we think went wrong, there's a reason for it. We're supposed to learn. We're supposed to grow. We're supposed to become better, not bitter over our circumstances. It's so important that we hold on to those memories, even the negative ones. Here's one of my favorite shows of all time. It has to do with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. Remember that movie, 50 First Dates? 50 First Dates. And I love that movie because Adam Sandler, I think he went into a restaurant, this was in Hawaii, and ran into this girl at the other table. He was kind of smitten with her, kind of asking her time of day and coffee, wanted to sit down with her. And of course, everyone around the restaurant, like, get out of here, buddy, don't bother her. But he would try over and over again to get her attention. And one time he did. And they spent the whole day together and had a great time. But most of those 50 dates were negative. Most of them, he was like, what am I doing wasting my time here? The thing about Drew Barrymore in this movie was she was in a car accident and lost her memory. At least I think her short-term memory. I don't remember all the details, but she lost a big portion of her memory. So her father and brother would work really hard to make sure she read the same paper day after day, and that she was surrounded by people that loved her and understood and would protect her. But Adam Sandler did something a little different. When he finally got her to fall in love with him and the family to buy in, it's a great movie, I recommend you see it, he put together a videotape. Yeah, video. I think it's VHS. A long time ago, they lived on a boat or something like that, happily ever after. But he made a video. So when she wake up, because every day she wake up and forget what happened the day before. So I think it said play me. So he had the VHS, so when she wake up, she put it in the VCR, it would come up. It would show her a little bit, it just a blurb about an article when she got in a car accident, about what happened, about the surgery. And then it went all the positive. Then she met Adam Sandler, fell in love. They had kids together, brother and father happily ever after. And most of the video was all positive memories. All positive memories. Most of us focus more of our story on the negative. Sure, we'll say, look how I overcame, but we'll spend 90% of our video talking about everything we overcame. Why do we do that? When we do that, we often scare other people away. Like, oh my goodness, that's too much for me. I can't handle it. If you and I would spend more time focusing on the good things of our life, on the people in our life, and the relationships, and no relationship's perfect. Trust me, Vanessa will tell you that about me right now. The point is, why focus on that negative stuff? Why not go back to how we got that Galaxy Theater glass rather than how it broke a couple hours ago? Why don't we focus on the drive making it to the theater, or the wonderful dinner we had afterwards? Or maybe what movie we watched? Sometimes we focus on that broken glass and forget about the other stuff. Now, I talked a while ago about the different hats I have from around the world. I actually found one of my shirts. Not only collect hats, I also collect squadron shirts. This one is Space Warfare Center outside of Vandenberg Air Force Base. I collect those shirts too. Of course, I rarely fit into them now like I used to. Don't get me wrong. But instead of focusing on wow, I remember that time when I was stationed there and I did this and I met these people and I accomplished these other things, I'm more focused on the shirt. Now, don't get me wrong, I had good times working there and some not so good times also. But I'm focused on the shirt. It's just a shirt. I should take pictures of my hats, take pictures of my shirts, put them on Facebook somewhere so I can always reach out and look at them from time to time. But do I really need to fill my whole closet up with all of these memories, even if they're good memories? Or do I need to get rid of some of that and make room for new memories? I think we can agree. We often get stuck in our head about woe is me or this happened. I remember back 20 years ago when. I remember back when I was a kid and I did. Yeah, those are good memories. And they should be here. But purge some of the negative ones out so you can make room for more positive memories. As they say, as Joel Osteen says a lot, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. Your life is not over. Maybe you can't walk no more. Maybe you're overweight. Maybe you have a sickness or illness that you don't know where it came from or if you'll ever get rid of it. Maybe you have a broken heart. Somehow, someway, we have to pray. We have to surround ourselves with the right positive people. And we need to read something positive in our minds each and every day and get over that negative experience, that pain in our lives, and find somewhere else that we can have a purpose and help others like us get through their situation. I found out when we spend more time serving others, helping them find their purpose, helping them have experienced good memories, our negativity kind of goes away a little bit. That little chip on our shoulder kind of disappears a little bit. And I encourage you now to keep chipping away. Like my shirt, my towel, obviously just have my hair done. And that's real exciting. Find a way to get rid of this chip. And the best way, like I say, get rid of our bitterness and our chip is by helping and serving others. You and I have something to offer. You and I have something to give. You and I have, if nothing else, an ear to listen to someone else. Please take this moment, your time, to work on developing new memories, new experiences, new good times. I guess that's the word, good times. And try to purge that negativity. We've all had stuff happen to us. We've all had things we don't want to remember, but it kind of pops its head out from time to time. We've all had things we want to forget. I'm not saying forget everything that's happened to you, but focus on how you overcame that bad time, that bad experience, and how you're better for it. And believe it or not, God doesn't give us anything we can't handle. And if we really focus on Him and not our problem, we will become better because of it. Well, you're in the office with Joseph Skoda. I just want to encourage you to, sure, remember those t-shirts, remember those hats, remember those glasses. More importantly, remember why you remember those things to begin with. Have yourself a great day. And definitely leave me some chat, private message me, and let me know about some of your great experiences. Have yourself a great day.
Live streaming on social media is the best new way to interact and bond with your community. Do you love to encourage, motivate, and empower others, but you do not know how? Well, your opportunity starts with us on social media shows. We have 20 shows a week live streamed across the globe, with a reach of over 80,000 and growing. So you can host your own show, and you can be anything you want to be. So let's bring the community together. And let's bring the world to you. Join us now.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only World Ventures provides.
We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. You may ask, we're already ahead of the curve, so why do you need to advertise with us? Well, only 8% of the businesses in the US are using digital advertising to grow their business. That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations. So get your brand ready for digital monetization, for we are looking for sponsors, which will bring more traffic to your business and ultimately mean more sales. So let's bring the world to you. Inquire now.
As we continue to grow and build a brand, social media shows continue to develop and discover new possibilities to help one another. Our affordable services will help us move to the next level of our journey. Host your own show to inspire or entertain others for as low as $150 per month.
We have 20 shows a week, live streaming.
We are looking for sponsors. We showcase your business products and services on our network to be seen by your target market for as low as $200 a month.
That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations.
Let us promote and advertise your event, giving your venue the red carpet treatment. This platform allows venues that feature entertainment, singers, bands, DJs, comedy, fashion, corporate events, and family events to be showcased in a new direction that also involves your audiences starts at $200 an hour. We also provides video editing, website builder, commercial video for your business, music videos, photography, provided by our affiliates. As we build our community, we pay it forward. Our nonprofit organization GI Connections is all about giving back to our community. Join us create outreach programs to help our community and live a happy, peaceful, and unity. Let us bring the world to you.
Hey, hello everyone. You're back in the office with Joseph Skoda. Like my helmet? It's kind of a crash helmet. Actually, it's my granddaughter's bike helmet. It's pretty good. It reminds me a little bit about how this past year has gone for us. As you know, we had this pandemic, this COVID-19. Believe it or not, something was out there. People were falling down ill and people were dying. And for a long time, they kind of locked us out of things. They kind of locked us out of the movie theaters, locked us out of restaurants, locked us out of churches for a while. Even though they locked us out, they couldn't lock us down. They couldn't hold us down very long. They couldn't hold us down and try to, some of us would say brainwash, because we never truly knew what was going on. And how can you If you're being told don't go there, don't look at that. In fact, just stay home. Don't even go to work. So, of course, we were confused. We were disoriented. We did not quite know who to trust. The government, neighbor, employer. We didn't quite know who to go to for the right answers. But in this time, once we get over that initial fear, and there was a fear, I think 90% of the world was in fear one way or another, and some still are, and we were disconnected. Sure, we wanted to watch the news, but it was totally negative all the time. Social media was negative all the time, and we really didn't know where to turn. But once we figured things out, that we could still connect with other people, where we could pick up the phone and say, hey, Vanessa, how you doing? A lot of us learned how to get on virtual platforms such as GoToMeeting or Zoom, where you can actually have family reunions from the comfort of your own living room and visit your family all around the world at the same time. And people started teleworking. People started having to go home and work from home and still check in, the emails, chat, video conferencing, whatever it was. So it was a time that we were locked out, but not locked down because we were learning new skills. We were developing, we were creating new ways to connect that many of us didn't even know existed. And believe it or not, I received more letters and cards over the last year than I have in a long time, and more phone calls. So one thing this pandemic did for a lot of us was it slowed us down. Made you think, made you look back, made you have a new perspective on life. What's really important? The hustle and bustle that most of us experience in our everyday lives of going back and forth to work or shopping or, quite frankly, cussing off people while you're driving down the highway became our norm. And thankfully, not thankfully there was an illness or this virus going out that are killing people, but thankfully we had a reason, an excuse to just slow down, to stop, to take a break, to have some fresh air. Even though outside, in public place, you were wearing a mask in most cases, every now and then you could pull it down and get a new fresh air perspective. Why are we being held back? Why are we, some of us think we're being punished? That we had to slow down and we can't go out and we can't interact no more. And when anyone says we can't interact, we're not allowed to socialize, we can't think for ourselves or have our own opinion, or cuts down our freedom of speech, be careful. That's a whole different fear tactic being used to shut us down. So even though we may be shut down and shut back and cut off, we're not held down for long. We are strong people, not just Americans, but people around the world. We are a powerful voice. And you and I can't forget the power we have by free thinking, by free speech, by connecting with others. Sure, we're still going to get some misinformation. We're going to share things that we're not sure if it's true or not ourselves. We're going to make decisions on what we think we know at the time. And it may be wrong. It might be right, and we should always err on the side of caution. I do believe that. But I also know that if we want to get further ahead than we are today, if we want to have more success in our life than we've had in the past, we have to, we need to, we must be willing to take chances. Like that pilot overhead. I'm sure years ago he's like, I don't want to be a pilot. Are you kidding me? That's scary. People get hurt and crash. And you realize more people crash in cars than you do in airplanes. If you want to be that pilot, you have to take a chance. Say, yes, I'm not going to die today. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. Take those chances. Not stupid chances, educated guesses. Use the knowledge. And trust me, everyone's going to give you their opinion. Every doctor experience is going to give you a different answer about how dangerous COVID is. Every professional in business is going to give you a different idea of what works and what doesn't work. Understand, us people around the world live in communities all over. Our communities are led by people that we normally elect to lead us and keep us safe and give us the big perspective of what's really going on around us. Not every leader, not every mayor, not every governor, not every senator, not every prime minister, well, I don't know about that, but not everyone has all the answers. And here's some of the reason why. Because we're closed-minded, we're told who to listen to, and we're told if we go over here and look somewhere different, then they shut our speech off. If we want to have a different opinion, we want to ask someone else an answer to a very important question outside the norm, we're often cut off when we're trying to tell someone and we're trying to ask those questions. You and I have to be willing to take chances, to go against the grain, to try to figure things out the right way and not be told how to think, how to act, how to feel. Please don't let someone dictate your life like that. Boy, I forgot what we were talking about anyways. So I'm going to go back to the very beginning. We've been locked out. We've been, and oftentimes even shut out, and people, governments trying to shut us down, shutting down our businesses so we can't earn a living. Not the rich conglomerates, of course not, but our mom and pop businesses and closing them up. So only the big chains can tell us what to do. Only the mass media can control you. You're not allowed to listen to anything else because you can't find it on our TV stations. We have to dig deep ourselves. Time for you and I to take a stand. Time for you and I to, and I talked about this in another episode, we've had good experiences, we've had bad experiences, and our minds are cluttered. And we need to purge some of that negativity out so we can make room for more positive energy. And this past year's been very challenging, because what is positive energy? I have brothers, I have family, aunts, uncles, everyone else, and we don't all agree on everything. Sadly, we don't, but that's kind of our strength also, because we're challenging one another's thoughts and beliefs a little bit. If you're right, be right, and don't just change because someone said, well, that's stupid thinking. Or what are you talking about? Everybody else is saying, don't. You really think something's strong enough here and you feel it here? Do your research. Focus on it. And you understand, the closer you are to the truth, the more people are going to beat you up. The more you're going to be shut out and shunned by searching for the truth. Sad reality we live in. But I encourage you to never stop. Because the next pandemic, the next virus, the next chaotic event in our world, and there will be another one, someone's going to try to shut us out. Someone's going to shut off our communication. Someone's going to tell us to listen to only and try to tell us how to feel, how to think. And you and I need to stand up strong with others and keep that connectivity of our strength, keep that connection with others stronger than ever before, and continuously search for the truth. This is not meant to be negative. It's just meant to be, I'm challenging you to keep searching for the truth regardless of what anyone's telling around you, regardless of what I'm saying. I'm just saying, search for yourself. I do not have all the answers. If I did, I'd be playing the lottery each and every day and picking the right numbers. That hasn't happened. So obviously I don't know everything. Continue searching for yourself. message me. Maybe we could search on something together. Maybe we could go on an event, an excursion, a journey, and bring back some real answers to the people that mean the most to us. Anyways, you're in the office with Joseph Skoda. We've been shut out. We've been locked out, locked up in some cases, but we're not locked down. Make today and every day count. Because quite frankly, our communities, our families need us. Have a strong head on our shoulders despite our circumstances. Have yourself a great day. If you liked our show, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or find us on any social media platform, Instagram, of course, Facebook. Like, subscribe, share. We appreciate it. Let us know your thoughts and join our team. Anyways, we appreciate you staying tuned week after week, day after day, because we continuously build up our network to bring to you what you're asking for. Have a great day.